Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of our Southwest Florida real estate market update. I'm Chris Atchison with my business partner, Kristen Wilkinson. And this week we're going to do something a little bit different. Obviously those that have been sticking with us for the past several months have seen that we've been analyzing, all the various important metrics in the housing market. But we wanted to get a little bit more into exactly how this is going to affect you and how to interpret the numbers, and how to make your plan, whether you're a buyer, seller, homeowner, or tenant, on what to do in the coming months. Okay, so a little bit of a different format, and but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and we'll just jump right into this.
Okay, so here we're looking at the number of homes for sale in Lee County versus Collier County. You can see at the beginning of this, we're looking at 2017 and we're ending at 2020. You can see our inventory is way down. Lee County, we're down 31.8%. Collier County, we're down on inventory 23.1%. It's the lowest we've been down in 3 years. Next, we're looking at days on market. So again, Lee County versus Collier County. Lee County is that blue line, Collier County is orange. So days on market is down. We're down Lee County 25.5% and Collier County 12.9%. So what impact does inventory or the number of homes for sale have on house prices?
Right. So the question is, how does the number of homes for sale and home prices, how are they related, right? So we're anticipating the number of homes for sale to go up substantially in the coming months. Now, what does that mean exactly? So if you look at this graph, you can see in the first 8 years from 2001 to 2008, when the Great Recession started and the crash started, that home prices and homes for sale actually correlated together and rose together, which shouldn't happen, right? Pricing should be inversely correlated to homes for sale, which means that as one variable goes up, prices, homes for sale should go down, or vice versa, right? So after 2008, you can see all the foreclosures jumped up. Everyone was trying to sell their house and get some equity out of it before it foreclosed. And obviously home prices took a huge dive. And then, in 2000, let's say 12, 13, 14, 15, they started to rather, cross up, and home prices started to go up and the number of homes for sale started to go down. Now, this is at a national level, but this is just to display to all of you out there, how home prices and homes for sale interrelate. Okay, so they're inversely correlated. Let's go to the next. Okay, so this is basically economics 101. This might seem super simple for everyone out there, but supply, what is supply, right? So we go back, supply is the number of homes for sale. It's the inventory, right? And what is demand? Well, demand is the buyers, the number of buyers out there, the number of qualified buyers, how urgently they want to buy. And pricing is set, by the sellers, but ultimately it's the closed pricing, right? So where supply and demand meet is where the price is going to be, right? And as supply goes up, typically the pricing will go down. If demand, it stays flat, right? So if demand is high and supply is high, then pricing should be flat. But if one goes up more than the other, so in the coming months we're expecting supply to go up, right? Because people are going to start putting their homes out for sale again, because they're kind of getting over the COVID-19 worries. And let's say but there's also a lot of pent up demand, right? And that's what we can't assess. We know the number of listings is going to really go up this summer, but how much pent up buyer demand is there? In a seasonal market like ours, where we have a lot of snowbirds, that's difficult to assess because a lot of them are planning to come back this summer and buy their snowbird house, which is not really the normal thing. So this is just a kind of a display for you guys to look at.
Right. And so what does this all mean for you, how to prepare? If you're a buyer, we would say, one, if you're in those northern states like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, even in the Midwest and Illinois, all of these people, the general message that I'm getting is the weather's lousy, our taxes are high, they've been shut down a lot longer than we have. And in some cases, they still are to some extent. Florida's, we're open, we're careful, but we're open. And so I think, there's a lot of interest in that. Who really wants to live, in their walls? So we're having a lot of interest in those northern states coming down. Interest rates are really low right now. So if housing prices go down and you wait, interest rates will go up. So, some people say, well, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait it out, see if prices fall. You can do that, but know that as prices go down, if they go down, interest rates are going to go up. So it doesn't necessarily mean that your payment is going to be lower if you're financing. It just means that you're going to be paying a higher interest rate. So you're going to be buying less house. If you're new construction, we were talking before we started this, we've got builders that are offering 2.99 interest rates. I mean, you can't beat that anywhere. So
Right.
of course, if you're a tenant, you're paying, if the median, rental rate is $2,000 a month, you're paying, $24,000 to a landlord in a year. You could be putting that into your own investment. So go ahead, Chris.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So on the seller side, or the homeowner side, right? The time to sell is now. There's zero debate about that. Days on market is down 15%. Which, what does that mean? It means that if the listing is priced right, it will be sold quickly and for a solid price. There's about 25-30% fewer listings on the market, like we were showing you before. Inventory is down, the number of listings is down, the supply is down. And what does that mean? That means you as a seller have less competition, right? And typically you can command a decent price for your home because of that. And if the less competition, if there's high buyer demand, which there's still solid demand out there, but it's going to go up. You're going to get a good quick sale with a good closing price. And the other point is, if you're thinking about selling and maybe you're going to finance your next home or part of it, or whatever, the time to sell is now, because you can sell it at a good market value, and then you can lock in a low interest rate, right? So it's kind of like two birds with one stone, and then you can hopefully find the right house for you coming up next. And so there's a lot of on the selling side. It's definitely the time to make the move, and just beat out the competition. So.
Sure.
So yeah, reach out to us anytime, guys. We're here to help you. These videos are supposed to be informative and benefit you in the home buying and selling process, or just real estate in general. But feel free to reach out to us anytime. We provide free market analyses on your homes. We'll do free buyer consultations. We're not going to try to sell you on anything. Everyone has a very individualized, specific niche or place that they're in. So we're just going to give you our honest advice. And we also have free guides to buying in Southwest Florida, free HOA condo fee guides, and much, much more. Feel free to comment on this video, reach out to either Kristen or myself, and we'd be happy to help you. And share this with your friends, and be sure to invite them to our business page that we're sharing this on. So hopefully you guys have a great day, and it was nice talking to you, and we'll see you soon.